and all praise going honor to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Hashem, Wahara Kakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule well, who taught me this truth. Shalom to the Akim and the Aqua. Let's listen and learn to those men Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shah has set up on earth today. It's your brother Wab Rumya, back with another video. It's a little quick hit. Came across an article today. It says on Russia today. It says, if war breaks out, no country will manage its scope and timing. Iran general warns U.S. It says the U.S. should think about the lives of its military forces before considering further actions in the Middle East. An Iranian general has warned, predicting that a U.S.-Iran conflict would devastate the entire region. And his statement was, the U.S. administration should behave in a responsible way to protect the lives of American forces. Major General Gomala, I can't pronounce that, Rashid, said on Sunday while addressing Iran's elite Revolutionary Guards. Rashid stressed that if war does come, it would be the fault of U.S. interventionist policy and would be disastrous consequences for the entire region. So it's a short article, but this is going to be a nuclear war. It's not going to be a long, drawn-out war. And I'm going to hit a couple of scriptures just to piggyback off that article. First scripture I'm going to get is Isaiah 9 and 5. I mean, everybody pretty much know this in Israel. It says, for every battle of the warriors with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. So we know this war is going to be a nuclear war. It's not going to be a drawn out hand-to-hand combat. It's going to be with bombs, missiles, and with drones. And I mean, it's going to be bad, man. It's going to be a all-out battle. Next scripture I'm going to get is Jeremiah 6, and I'm going to start at verse 10. It says, to whom shall I speak and give warning? Because we basically warning our people that all these things it's going to be like a domino effect. When the war breaks out, the mark of the beast, the microchip, race wars, the pestilence, and the famine, all of it's going to be a domino effect. Verse 10, it says, to whom shall I speak and give warning that they may hear? Behold, their ear is uncircumcised, and they cannot hearken. Behold, the word of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, is unto them a reproach. They have no delight in it. See, our people, when we tell them that the World War III is coming, the Battle of Armageddon, they don't believe it. They think we're just going to continue to go on and on and on in this society, like this world's going to continue without any consequences from the Lord. This is Joel 3, and I'm going to start at verse 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up, beat their plowshares into swords and their pruning hooks into spears, let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together around about. Hither cause the mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So the Lord is bringing all these nations right into the Middle East for the Lord's judgment, Yahweh Shaphat. And I also seen an article where India was bringing their warships into the Persian Gulf. So I mean, this is clearly what the Lord prophesied to come. In Joel, verse 12, it says, let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. So the Lord is bringing all these heathen to the Middle East, man, for his judgment. It says, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full, and the fats overflow. For their wickedness is great, and the wickednesses of America and all these other nations that followed America, that followed Babylon the Great, is their sins is great. I mean, like for instance, this month alone is Pride Week, man. That's clearly what the Lord judged Sodom and Gomorrah and the 5 cities around Sodom and Gomorrah for. So I mean, the harvest is right, man. Just like the scripture just said. Verse 14, it says, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is near in the valley of decision. So it's clear that our Lord is right there in the midst of everything that's going on, man. That he's orchestrating this judgment of these heathens, man. This is Zephaniah verse 1, starting at verse 14. It says, the great day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is near. It is near. It hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly. So when in the midst of the World War III, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is going to come back, man. And he's going to be bringing judgment on this place too. And that day is in verse 15, that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. So that day the Lord is going to bring, man, this judgment day, as it would say, it's going to be a dark, dark day. And that's going to be worldwide. Every place is going to be touched in that time. This is Revelations 6. Revelation 6 verse 17, it says, for the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? So nobody's going to be able to stand that day. None of these heathens, none of these countries are going to be able to make it when Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua come back, man. It's going to be pure destruction. And we're reading about it throughout the scriptures. Get Revelations 16. Start at verse 16. It says, and gather ye, and Salakia, it says, and he gathered them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue Armageddon. And the seventh angel poured out his vial into the air, and there came a great voice out of the temple of heaven from the throne, saying, it is done. So when that basically it's in the spirit, it's done already. We see the Lord. We're in the last seconds, like in the last seconds of a football game, man. It's ticking down quick. That article was today. What he said that was going to happen. This is Revelations 9.